Um, So today we are going to discuss about Kafka installation into local server, local machine or in the server. This is related for Windows operating system. So to install the Kafka, we need a Zookeeper and as well as Kafka server has to be started. So Kafka installation is it's like not an exe. It has to be already executed files, bin files. So we have to keep in our system and we have to execute commands accordingly. So let's begin our journey with Kafka. So go to Google, download Kafka. So it will take you to the page. They're there in the first tab. This is the same page. So keep a note that download only the binary downloads. You have to download binary downloads. Click on this. It will generate a zip file. It will downloads. Already I have downloaded this zip file. Extract this zip file. So once zip file is extracted, the same folder will be created. If you can see here, the folder is created. Copy this folder into any of your C drive or any drive, whatever the drive you feel it comfortable. You can download it over there, take it over there. Example, now I am taking to the C drive. I'm taking all installations into this install. You can also directly keep into the C drive based on your requirement. For naming convention, I don't want to give the folder name with this much length. So I'm just removing this, renaming it. That's it. So here if you can see, there are bin files, lib files, config files. So mostly we are with this installation, we are going to discuss about bin files and as well as config files. So if you can see the commands here, so first we have to start the Zookeeper and after that we have to start the Kafka server. So both available under the bin. If you can see, these are all sh files, but we are trying to talk about here as an a bat files. So these commands are helpful for the Linux machines, not for Windows. If you want to do anything for Windows, go to the Windows folder and get this bat file. Example zookeeper server.start. So if you want to start zookeeper server.start here, so like this, all these bat files are exist in this. You can verify it later. And also you are giving us some configuration files. So let us go to the config files also. You can see config files here in the Kafka. Under the config files are there here. So next here in this config files, if you can see here, there is config called zookeeper properties. So go to zookeeper properties here, edit with the notepad. So here if we go here, so we have to give a data directory. Default it is trying to take a temp since temp is not available in our mission. So we have to replace this data directory here. So I just want to keep this data into the Kafka folder itself. Since this is a data folder, I just want to keep it like this, data, save it. And in our command prompt, there is another property called server.properties. Let us go here, server.properties. This is the file. Open this. And here you can see there is a log file path. We can configure it here. So this is the log file path. So now we have configured the logs as well. Close this. Now let us start the execution of this. So if you can see here, if you want to do execute, here we are trying to say that there is a bin folder. So if you can see, bin folder is here. Go to Kafka folder. So if you can see here in the Kafka folder, there is a bin folder. So we are going to execute the command from the bin. So go here and type the command cmd. Execute this command. Now the zookeeper is started. Let us execute the other command to start the Kafka server. Same in the Kafka folder, command prompt. Go here, execute. So now we are going to start the Kafka server also. Now the Kafka server is started here. We're all good. Now we are going to create a topic. So if you want to create a topic, we are going to create a topic called AZ test. You can provide anything. So if you can see the command, this is a bat file already given by the Kafka. So we are going to create a topic here. The topic prop keyword. So this is the topic name. So this is the server, bootstrap server. So we are giving a bootstrap server name as localhost. So because we are installed in localhost, this is the port already we saw in the log files, log file configuration in the sense server properties. So partitions we are doing in a single partition. So execute this command into another command prompt. Now topic is created here. So now we want to execute it, produce. We have to produce the data. So this is the bat file, which will producer. This is a producer. So we are going to give a topic name and bootstrap server. So in this server, we are going to do it. Execute this command. It will ask you the data, which data you are going to enter it. Keep on this and open the another window. Again, command prompt. This is the consumer to consume the services. So here we are giving a from beginning means that even though earlier producer is produced anything, we can get it everything here. So now I am going to keep it both the topics in a side by side, producer and consumer. So he's the producer, he's a consumer. So producer is producing. So automatically this is a good course, is automatically consumed by the consumer. Great job. So great job is consumed. If you want to write our JSON format data also, you can write it. Example, I want to write it as JSON for JSON data. So example name, I want to write it as AZ Tech Talks name, enter. So automatically this same JSON format is consumed by the consumer. So hope we are good with this. So now consumer, producer, everything is working as expected. See if you can see this in the real time. Instead of these bat files, we are going to write our own code to create a topic. Once we created a topic, we don't need to do create a multiple times. Only one time we have to create a topic. And after that, if you can see, producer can be any type, either Java or anybody can produce the produce data with this code. And once consumer can be any, even .NET or any other application, they can consume the data using this. But here we have written a command. There we have to write a code to consume the data. Thank you.